One of my main goals is to be healthy, but there is only one problem. I don't know what that exactly means. Nothing is disturbing me as I can feel. I have no stomachache and no headache. I don't know what is my sugar level and what are the numbers of different hormones in my blood. Moreover, I even don't know what these values should be, but what I know for sure is that obesity is harmful for our body. As I told previously, our evolutionary advantage to accumulate energy as a fat. This advantage was helping us to survive during the long time, but right now it is one of the biggest problems of humans. So even without knowing the reference values of hormones in my blood, I know one thing, that with excess weight, these values worse, and this was proved by multiple studies. Only this fact can scare me to not get weight and to help my body to get rid of excess fat via activities, exercises and of course nutrition. In my video about metabolism, I've said that you cannot affect your basal metabolic rate directly. Just to remind, first one is BMR. It is the amount of calories which your body needs to accomplish the basic life-sustaining functions. You cannot influence BMR directly, but I didn't say that it is impossible. In my last video, I've told you how many calories burns 1 kilogram of muscle and 1 kilogram of fat, 13 with 3 respectively. This means that the more muscles you will have, the bigger will be your BMR, especially if you are using your muscles. Just within this intro I explained to you that it is better to use heavy lifting to stay lean. You also understood that getting rid of excess fat, not weight, excess fat, will make you more healthy. By the way, hi, my name is Max and let's talk about all benefits that muscles can provide you. If you think that you can feel yourself perfect without any activities, then you are either under 35 or silly. And as you already understand, there is a small correlation between your healthy lifestyle and muscles. And let's use this book to find are there other muscles benefits. Sorry, but I didn't find English version of this book, so there are only Russian edition and original, so German. The name of this book is Smart Muscles by Dr. Andreas Stippler. I can say that Dr. Andreas Stippler wrote everything you should know to start thinking about your future. No matter how old are you, even 80, your muscles will tell you thank you if you will add some exercises with weight. Despite I'm going to tell you the main benefits of using your muscles, I anyway highly recommend you to read this book by yourself. Before we come to the advantages of using your muscles, I would like to point a fact which I found both interesting and scary. The first fact will not surprise anyone. The reason why we are less healthy is because of our lifestyle. Now, most of the jobs are office works. We are sleeping, sitting on the bus on the way to the job, sitting 8-9 hours, sitting on the bus on the way back, finish the day sitting while watching TV and go to bed. The statistic which Dr. Andreas Stippler is telling us is pretty scary. More than 90% of the people has a day which I described 15 seconds ago, and moreover, just 9% of children are active enough. According to World Health Organization, teens must do at least 60 minutes of intense activity per day. Saying simple, intense activity means something that causes sweat. For more older people, the requirements are like 2.5 hours per week of intense activity plus 2 strength trainings. According to some studies, the 2.5 hours of activities per week reduce the risk of premature death by 10%, but 5 hours per week reduce it by 40%. Fact number 2 is endurance, our evolutionary advantage. In a time when you had to hunt your food but not to buy it on a supermarket, only endurance was the only way to do it. We couldn't run as fast as lions, but we could hunt for hours, running after our prey under the scorching sun. Fact number 3. Have you heard that after the age of 30 we start to lose 1% of our muscles per year? That actually means that 80 years old person has 40% fewer muscles than 40 years old person. The suggestion to start working with heavy weight now makes sense. And no matter how old are you or what is your gender. By the way, the author of this book also referenced one cool study where the men from 60 to 75 started to train with heavy weight. In the beginning, some of them couldn't work even with 20 kilograms, but after 3 months, some of them could work with 70 kilograms. Needless to say that they continued to do this training even after the end of experiment, just because they got rid of backache. So what are actual benefits Dr. Andreas Stippler tells us about? First of all is that our heart become to work better. Another benefit that is our blood pressure stabilizes. If you don't like this too, the third one is that you reduce the joint pain. One of the great benefits which everyone would like to have is that a shortness of breath will go away. And someone thinks that shortness of breath is because of the weak cardio system, but it has nothing to do with it. Another benefits of using your muscles, and we are not talking just about heavy lifting, about sport globally, is that you reduce the risk of depression. And the last but not least benefits is rejuvenating the skin for 20-30 years, but just in hard to reach places. What I mean though is that there were a study when people were split into 2 different groups. First one was active group with at least 3 workouts per week, and the second one group was almost inactive. From all these people the skin sample was taken, but not from the face and not from the hand, from the buttocks, just because this is an area which is not exposed often to the sunlight. And then these guys checked the skin samples under the microscope. The skin structure of some activity people were similar to the skin structure of 20-30 years old men. Also, there were people who were older than 65. And as I said in the beginning, I highly recommend reading this book, and hopefully to the all technologies which are available there, you can translate it. I don't know what about you, but for me, as a person who wants to stay healthy, the fact of the additional healthy and active years motivates me to work out 3-4 times per week, be active during the day and be conscious about what I eat. This book proves that it is never too late to start thinking about your health, even in 90, but being healthy in your 40 or 60 while playing with your children or even grandchildren a little bit better.
Looking good. I'm gonna sing my song.
Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Bye bye.